What's up YouTube? Welcome to the channel. My name is Fareed, and in today's video we're going to talk about some of the updates that have come to the Muesliswap DEX. Muesliswap is an order book style DEX that launched on the Cardano blockchain at the end of 2021. Since then, there's been numerous updates to the DEX, and in today's video, I want to talk about two specific new features. The first is the instant swap feature, and the second is the limit swap feature. Since Muesliswap originally launched as an order book style DEX, there was no way to place a trade on the DEX without having somebody else on the other end to make that trade with you. The swap feature aims to change that. And so what the swap feature is going to let you do is make a swap for any token at any given time using a liquidity pool. This is going to be a similar approach to an AMM style DEX like Sunday Swap or MinSwap. The catch here though is now on Muesliswap, instead of actually swapping directly from the Muesliswap pools or using Muesliswap liquidity, you're actually going to be able to swap against all of the other DEXes on the Cardano blockchain. And so what Muesliswap is essentially doing is looking across all of the DEXes on the Cardano blockchain to give you the best deal on your swap. In order to access the Muesliswap DEX, we're going to navigate to ada.muesliswap.com. From their website, we're going to be focusing on the swap tab or the swap section. So I'm going to go ahead and expand that. And then I'm going to select the instant swap, which is what we're going to be looking at first. Next, we're going to connect our wallet. So in order to do that, we're going to click on the connect wallet button. And from here, we're going to select the Nami wallet. If you don't already have a wallet, I'm going to leave a link in the description here. And that's going to show you guys how to create a Nami wallet and how you can actually connect that with a DEX. And so now that our wallet is connected, I can see my ADA handle and my ADA balance. And so now let's actually try to make a swap to see what that looks like. Let's say we want to buy some of the milk token. What we can actually do is come here and type in how much of the milk token we want to buy. So let's say that I want to buy 5 of the milk tokens. Once I actually type that in, you're going to notice that the protocol here is going to update. And so it just said Sunday swap, but as soon as I typed in how many milk I wanted to buy, it actually updated to MinSwap. And so right now, the Muesliswap DEX is looking across all of the other DEX platforms in order to give me the best price available on the market. And so let's say I was actually looking for a separate token. Let's try the snow token this time and see what happens. You'll notice here that once I've selected the snow token, the protocol has updated. So it now looks like the best place on the market right now to buy your snow tokens is going to be on Sunday Swap. One thing to keep in mind about this new feature is that you will have to pay the fees associated with whichever DEX platform you're using. So for example, if I were to make a swap that would occur on Sunday Swap, we can see that the batcher fee here would actually be 2.5 ADA versus 2 ADA if that trade were to happen on MinSwap. The team did also state that as new DEXes come out on the Cardano blockchain, that they will be upgrading this feature to also take those prices into account. I think this is a game changer for the Muesliswap team. No longer do you have to go from DEX to DEX to find the best price. You can now head over to Muesliswap and make all your trades and have the comfort of knowing that you got the best deal on the market. One last thing to keep in mind about this feature is that none of these trades are actually taking place on the Muesliswap DEX. They're actually taking place wherever the cheapest price is. So if the cheapest price is on Sunday Swap, that's actually where the swap is going to take place. And once that swap happens, the tokens will be redirected to my wallet connected to the Muesliswap DEX. Next, we're going to look at the limit swap feature, which is going to allow for us to set a limit buy or a limit sell directly from within the DEX. In order to get to this section, we're going to scroll down here on the left hand side to limit swaps, and we're going to select that. And you're going to notice here that this has a very similar layout to the instant swaps that we just looked at. One key difference is that here we have the ability to actually set a specific price. You might be asking, why is this feature so important? Well, if a token is trading at an all-time high, that may not be an opportune time to actually enter into a trade. However, if you're patient enough and you're willing to set a limit buy, you can actually wait for the price of the token to decrease before entering into your trade. You can also use this feature to sell your token at a specific price. And so if your token is selling at a price below what you want to sell it at, you can set a limit sell to sell once the token price hits a certain value. While this feature is not yet functional, I do want to take a look at a quick example. And so let's say that we wanted to set a limit sell of our Sunday tokens. I could provide how many Sunday tokens I want to sell. So let's say here in this example that I want to sell 10 Sunday tokens. Next, I could actually see the price at which I'd be selling my Sunday tokens. Right now, that's currently set at 4 Sunday per ADA. And then below that, I can see how much ADA I'd be getting as a result of the transaction. I can also see the protocol or the DEX in which the limit sell will be taking place on. And so right now, that's currently set to Muesliswap. So again, this feature is going to take advantage of the lowest prices if you're using a limit sell. And if you're using a limit buy, it's also going to take advantage of the best prices. And so you're never going to have to scan multiple DEXes. You should be able to get everything that you need directly from the Muesliswap DEX. That's going to do it for today's video on the Muesliswap DEX. I'm really excited about these updates coming in the next few weeks. If you found this video to be helpful, please make sure to tap that like button. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. And if you have any questions or comments, please make sure to leave those down below. I'll see you guys in the next video.